Hello, I'm Quentin Grafton. I'm the convener of the Water Justice Hub, and here at Crawford School of Public Policy at the Australian National University, we've launched the exhibition, Art, Voice and Justice. And this exhibition is about art, but it's about voice, and it's about people engaging with what's going on in Australia in the context of water, and in particular in the Barkindji country, the Barker, the Lower Darling River, and what happened there, the devastation and the destruction associated with the lack of flow along the Barker-Darling River. So we've got evidence from testimonies from 33 people in 2 communities, Menindee and Wilcannia. And we have sketches that have been turned into paintings by Glenn Luffrey. And we've also got haiku. We've got words that put another way of thinking around the visualizations. And of course, there's a short film that puts it all together as well. So it's an amazing exhibition. I'm stunned by how great it is with the artists who've done it. And what we're trying to do at the Water Justice Hub is to give voice, to support the voices of the people of the river, and to support water justice for all, not just for farmers, not just for city folks, but for those people who drink the water of the river, the people who rely on it, and it's part of their country. It's for everyone, and it's for everyone to enjoy, and it's not to be destroyed. Water justice is not about the justice you'd get at a courtroom or on the police officer. It's justice in the sense of procedural justice. Do people have a seat at the table when decisions are being made? Do we have basic water justice? Basic water justice means that everyone gets to get the sort of water that you and I, if you're listening here in Canberra or Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, that we would drink 24/7. Okay, that's the sort of justice that we're talking about. And then, of course, fairness, the equity, the distributive justice to make sure that the people in this country, that water is equitably distributed, and particularly for Indigenous Australians. Indigenous Australians own or control over 30, possibly 40% of the Australian landmass, but they have much less than 1% of the water entitlements and water rights in this country. So water is a key issue for them, but it's a key issue for people living in remote communities. Yes, they include Indigenous Australians, but others as well. And in those communities, there's upwards of 200,000 Australians that are drinking. This is drinking water that doesn't meet the Australian drinking water guidelines. That's a shame for this country. It's a shame because we've stood up and signed up for the Sustainable Development Goal 6, which is water for all by 2030. And when we signed up for that, we were thinking of people outside of Australia, for the world, but we still have people in Australia, in remote communities primarily, are not able to drink the water that you and I, wherever we are in metro Australia, are able to drink. So it's unacceptable. That's what the Water Justice is looking at. Water Justice is looking at the issues of what's happening in terms of extractions, what's happening in terms of climate change. And of course, we mainly are researchers, but we also want to make sure that what we are discovering and what we are finding with and in partnership with communities is made available to everybody, not just people who read academic journals. And the exhibition is really about that. It's about engaging with what's going on in Australia, and in particular in the Barker-Darling in Western New South Wales, so people can understand it through visualization, film, paintings, and understand that there's a voice or voices of the river, and to react to it, confronted by it, and ultimately, and this is the point, justice requires each and every one of us to act when we vote, and to make it a priority, to make a change in this world. But why art? Why in this way? Because I think words are important. I deal with words all the time, but words are not enough. Words give us frameworks, gives us understanding, yes, but it doesn't give us necessarily the passion and the understanding for, oh my gosh, that happened. Oh my gosh, someone said that. Oh my God, that's those moments that grab us. And I think art, great art, good art, does that. And this is what you'll find at this exhibition.